been a while since I've spoken to the camera like this, so it's a little bit strange. But to be honest, I just thought you could probably all do with a break from me. And it was time after nearly 3 years of making content pretty consistently. I needed a month off. And in that time, I felt like actually I've discovered a lot about what it is I want to do with my channel, with my playing and everything. So over the next few weeks worth of videos, when they come, you'll sort of hear a bit about what I've been doing. But in today's one, I want to start a new series, and that I'm calling it Tone Heaven. This is my tone heaven, I guess. So the premise is this, right? So that's this Glassy Strat blackface Fender amp tone that a lot of people talk about. To me, that's what it sounds like. And I've often wondered how exactly to get it. You know, if you just turn one of these blackface amps up, you can sort of get that. And then you might flick the bright switch on, because as you turn the amp up, you get more bass, and then you want to sort of get more top end to not get rid of the bass, but counteract the bass. The problem is you can just keep going and going, you compress more and more, and when you record, the compression just comes out as mud. You get where I'm going. I want to be able to get this feeling of glassiness, clarity, but also getting that double stop compression that I love, that Hendrixy thing. And that involves, well, for me, it involves this. So the heart of today's tone is this amp. Now, I tend to think that the amp is like really the heart of the sound. You know, that's where the sound's actually coming from. It's where you control the overall sort of tones, the sort of master tones, I would say. I don't think I've given this amp enough time on my channel, despite it probably being the one I've played the most over the last nearly a year, probably, since I got it. This is a 1967 Vibrolux. It's pretty much all original. It came from Ainsley Lister, who was downsizing his amp collection. And I just love this amp. It's 35 watts, it's two 10-inch speakers, and it does both the sort of glassy, reverby, clean Fender thing and the sort of thicker blues Fendery thing. So we're going to hear some of that today. where I really wanted to go with this today, you know, this video is about this Strat tone on the edge. This is about glassiness going into fuzziness. And so I've got the amp set not too loud today, not too overdriven. I mean, it's pretty loud. It's on number 4. Sort of nothing too much going on here, just an even sound and some reverb, no tremolo. And let's hear that just with the guitar, no other pedals. Let's hear exactly what this amp sounds like with these pickups, which I'll explain about in a moment. So, I mean, it's quite glassy in itself, I guess, but you haven't got anywhere to go from there. You know, that was the volume on the guitar on 10. It's reasonably loud, but there's nothing further to push. So you're going to have to do something, whether it's an overdrive or whatever. So to keep that glassiness going, it's all about, you know, I guess having openness. If you're going to stack things, you need to use an open overdrive and stuff, but we'll get there in a minute. I always like to have this analog man delay going on. Just adds a bit of extra something in the room, you know, like the feeling of space. Well, yeah, something like that. Yeah, it does look weird, doesn't it? My hand looked really big there. I don't know why. Now, I always have that analog man on pretty much, so you'll see it in all of these videos likely, so I hope that doesn't get boring. Although I wanted to try the Strymon Deco as another way of getting that sort of thickness or bigness in a different way, so maybe we'll see that at some point. Okay, so before we get to the fuzz, let's hear what the overdrive does, because again, that's just part of the basis of this sound, really. Now, you might ask me, why do I need a fuzz, a big, strong fuzz face like that, with huge amount of level? Why do I need an overdrive pedal? And to be honest with you, I wasn't actually aware until a few people asked me that not everyone puts an overdrive after their fuzz. And the way I thought about it was, if I'm going to use a clean amp and I want to have as much dynamic range as possible, I want an open overdrive like the Jam Ray, really high quality, and this works best. Whatever crap gets talked about, high-end expensive pedals, they often do just have better quality parts and work better with other pedals. The Jam Ray's like that. That's giving me the dynamic range in the amp because it adds a lot more sort of ability to go up in range or down. It keeps the level of the amp up and doesn't get too dark. You put the fuzz on top of that, and as you're going to see in a second, I've got range. For a lot of the first clip you heard, I was between 2 and 3 on my guitar volume, going from very clean and crystal to that double stop compression that I like. And now I'm going to go the rest of the way, finishing up on 10, and it gives you clean, and then what I'd call like a little hairy germanium boost feeling. In the middle, you start to get a bit spiky and real characterful and textured, and by the end, you're on full-on Philips Ace over the top fuzz. So let's hear what that sounds like. So there we go, Tone Heaven #1, a very glassy sounding Strat and an incredibly massive sounding combination of that fuzz with the Jam Ray and everything else that I've talked about in this video. That's definitely a sound I'm going to be keeping in the back pocket. I've fallen in love with this guitar, and yeah, I'm going to have to raffle it off at some point. That and the pedal, they'll be raffled separately. It's going to sort of ramp up over the next month or two. We've got some really special clips coming from a few great musicians who you might have heard of.
Hey, I'm JD Simo.
Hey, it's Joey Landreth.
Hey, my friends, Jared James.
Hey, Ariel Posen here.
The Pink Guitar Project. This is a Dominion Fuck Cancer fuzz face.
Hey, this is Philip Sayce, and I want to say thank you so much for supporting the Pink Guitar Project. All right.
And yeah, if you want to have a chance to win those, then follow me along on Instagram. Details will all be in the comments and descriptions, etc. And I'll let you know on this channel more as I go along. But yeah, what can I say? I really enjoyed that, and I hope you did too. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, please. All right, see ya.